Hello and welcome to WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter, and we have two special guests in the studio. We're going to be talking about a project that is occurring within CSRS that you might be interested in or know someone who should be interested in it or would just like to know more about it, and that's the point of Inform. Joining us in the studio is Cheryl Mullis, and Cheryl is, and actually I'm going to introduce you both at the same time because you have the same title. Also with us is Brian Ketzner. Now, they are Community Work Incentive Coordinators with CSRS.
Correct.
Okay, and we are talking about the Work Incentive Planning and Assistance Project.
Correct.
So who can explain what that is within CSRS?
Okay, I will. Well, the Work Incentive Planning and Assistance Projects they're organizations within our communities that are authorized by Social Security to provide benefits counseling to Social Security disability beneficiaries so they can make informed decisions about going to work and how working and the income they receive will affect the benefits that they get. There are 95 cooperative agreements within the United States. There are 2 agreements in Indiana. There's the Northern Project and the Southern Project. The Southern Project serves 34 counties, and Brian and I work those 34 counties.
Wow.
He works the 17 counties on the southwestern side, and I do the 17 counties on the southeastern side.
Okay, so you guys are pretty busy and really spread out.
Right.
Maybe I jumped the gun a little bit in that I know folks know what CSRS is, but this is a part of CSRS maybe that we don't know about.
Right. CSRS manages the grant in the southern part of the state. So out of those 95 agreements, there are agencies across the country that manages the grants that Social Security has put forth for these agencies to manage, basically. And CSRS has the grant for the southern part of the state.
Now, it being a grant and a project would indicate it's not always assured. So you have to reapply for a grant every so often?
Right. We right now we have the project for approximately another year. This August, as of this August, we have another year, and then we will have to reapply. Other agencies could potentially apply also. So we're not positive that we would always hold the grant for this project, but we know that it's important, and we hope to.
And it's been going on probably for 8 years or so that it's about, or so, we're not real sure of the history, but it's been for a while.
Under its current name.
It's
been basically in its current form since 1998.
Okay, so things change over time. I guess always got to change our names too. It's the same. Okay.
There you go.
Right.
Who is the work incentive or the WIPA, as you said earlier? Who is being helped by WIPA?
Individuals that we help are individuals that are receiving Social Security benefits that have been identified with some type of disability. They're receiving disability benefits or SSI benefits, supplemental income. So these are individuals that are receiving Social Security benefits that want to better understand and plan this process of going back to work.
Are these disabilities physical or mental or both?
They can be both. Some of the individuals that we serve ultimately are CSRS clients that you said you're familiar with who they are. But again, we're working with agencies with serving 34 counties. We're working with agencies across southern Indiana.
Okay, so CSRS is administering this, but you're working, say, with an agency in Jeffersonville or Evansville to administer it?
Yes.
So the people that qualify are people who are on Social Security on a disability, who are receiving Social Security through disability. Okay. What if, are there people out there who don't know about this program and aren't getting the benefits of it?
Absolutely. We're really kind of Social Security's little messenger birds. We're out trying to get the information to everybody because Social Security really is the entity that most people think about when they are getting a disability check and want to go to work. That's who they're going to call to find out, well, if I go to work, am I still going to get my check, or how much of my check am I going to get? So that's really who they would call. And that's why there are so many of these agreements across the country for people to help get the word out about the work incentives that they do offer for people to go out and try to work without having that immediate effect on their benefits. So it's really, we're, just trying to help Social Security do the part of their job that they really don't have the time to devote to each person that wants to work and needs that one-on-one attention.
Okay, so if there's folks out there that are getting Social Security and they're getting disability, how would they know that they qualify, if that's the right word?
For we're looking at individuals age 14 through retirement age,
Okay.
not only through full retirement. As that retirement age has increased,
Keeps going
now,
back.
yeah, it continues to grow. That we are serving those individuals that are in that workforce that are not currently able to produce a determined amount of income. So many of those, as Cheryl pointed out, are working with the Social Security office. Vocational rehabilitation, kind of manages a lot of those opportunities around the individuals. And so for individuals to know they qualify, they're either receiving services through Social Security, that is a requirement. But a lot of those individuals are either working through one of those agencies, they're working with Voc Rehab, so we're getting those referrals from those individuals. We're as well very present on the web, so individuals are calling in on their own accord to find out, hey, I'm interested in going back to work. But what we do frequently is we're battling a lot of those misconceptions that are out there regarding the fact of, I understand if I go to work, I'm going to lose my check. Mm-hmm. And there's nobody, there is no other voice. That's the hearsay that don't do that, you're going to lose your check. There's somebody else that needs to be telling the other message, the proper message, and that's basically what we're doing.
Okay, and well, then if there is that misperception, will they lose their check?
It depends on the program that they're receiving benefits under. There's two programs. One would be the SSDI, disability insurance, and we're all paying into that as working individuals. When we see that FICA, FICA money coming out of our paycheck every week, that is actually going into what can be equated to an insurance policy. And the higher premium that you're paying, the higher the return if you need that. We anticipate it's going to be for our retirement. But any of us are, one accident away from needing to draw a disability check where we no longer have the capability to produce that amount of money. So if they're receiving SSDI, they're giving you an opportunity to develop a work record before that check is actually going to go away. Okay. Now, if they're on the other program, the SSI, which is supplemental income, says that there needs to be at least a minimum amount of money into a household, and so they're making up that difference. If you're making that money, that supplement is going down because it already exists in the household.
And that's one reason why you have jobs, is because that is confusing.
It
and
is.
People really
don't
know.
The starting course in this bill is about a 3.5-inch binder. That's the starter piece.
Yes.
So your job is really also to help people to understand how that process works.
How it affects, right.
Okay. If there are folks out there that would like information, sometimes they don't know how to contact somebody, but it's pretty easy. You just contact CSRS.
Right. You can contact us. You can log on to our website at sirs.org, or you can call our toll-free number at 1-800-206-6610.
Okay.
You guys do a lot of great work. The thing I think folks may not realize that at any time we may have a need for this. You may be great and healthy today, but things can happen, as you mentioned, and they can call and get more information about that.
That's correct.
Okay. I'm not sure how to word this, but I'm going to try to say this nicely if I can. I think people have a lot of perception that CSRS deals with people with mental disabilities and that's it. But this is a whole different kind of realm to have that come out of SERS as well, which is great. What are is that all this? I mean, SERS does so much.
They do, and they are working with people with an identified disability. The different services that they provide, do affect those individuals who may have a physical disability, not an emotional disability, just an identified disability. We are working with those same individuals, but the process that where Social Security differs is in how they're identifying that disability, and that disability in the eyes of Social Security says that you have an inability to develop an established amount of income, and that amount changes annually.
If somebody gives you a call because they want more information or want to know if they qualify, is there some sort of documentation they would need, or does that depend on?
No, there's no documentation that anyone needs. What we would do is get their consent for services, and then we would verify the benefits that they have told us they receive. And then from that point on, we would do an analysis of all of the benefits that they get, and really show them how going to work and how those earnings would affect the benefits that they receive. We also analyze public benefits and healthcare benefits, not just disability. So all of the benefits that a person gets, we'll take a look at the whole picture and tell them how going to work. And a lot of people know what level they want to work at. They may know that they're they used to working as an electrician before they were disabled. They want to get back into that, and they know how much money they're going to make. So we can help them, look at the work incentives that Social Security has to offer to give them maybe even an opportunity to save some money before their check is taken away.
Are you helping them find jobs as well?
No.
Okay, they got to find the job on their own.
Right, because of the area that we cover. They're working with the local agency frequently to deal with those day-to-day issues.
So that process probably is already kind of underway.
We can refer them to help them get vocational services and employment services in the community that they live in. That's another thing that we offer is some case management services to get them hooked up with the people in the communities that they live in, and help them follow through and get everything they need, basically.
And really, so the most important thing is the first step would be give you a call and get information.
Exactly.
Anything that you'd like to add about the program? Just give them a call.
So. Give us a call.
Really, exactly.
You know what you don't know, the easiest thing is just to give them a call. There's always help out there. Sometimes people are just too proud to take the help or to look for the help.
Exactly.
And there's no obligation if they give you a call.
Right, it's a free service.
The call costs nothing, and one of the first steps that we are doing is that initial conversation to determine, do we have the capability of providing services, and if not, a referral to somebody who can help you further. So yeah, definitely.
Right.
Well, thank you both for coming in. We've been talking about the Work Incentive Planning and Assistance Project, which is run through SERS, and we have had as our guests the Community Work Incentive Coordinators, and they are Cheryl Mullis and also Brian Ketzner. Thanks to both of you for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for watching WJTS in.form. We are local people watching local people.